way, health Ayurvedic way. So we will see how Ayurveda looks at this health or wellness. And this word may be new to you, Ayurveda. This is, if Ayurveda is from India, 5,000-year-old science. And the meaning of that word is wisdom. Veda means the wisdom, and Ayu means the life or healthy living. So Ayurveda is not only the medicine, but it's a way of life, way of healthy living, or we can call it art of living. And when we say our life, so life is not only is the physical level, but we have these three levels of existence is the body, mind, and spirit. And Ayurveda all kind of defines all these three levels and expect us to get into balance at all these three levels. And these days we have seen that it's not only about the physical health, but also emotional health is so important, because these days mental disorders and all are on the forefront, and now we see that how our mind controls our body and all. So it is very important to achieve health at all these three levels, and Ayurveda addresses exactly that. Then Ayurveda is a science of nature. And what does it say? We always say Mother Nature. So we are the tiniest part of this whole universe. We also say that we are the microcosm of the whole macrocosm. So whatever is in the nature, same thing reflects in our body, as above, so below. So whatever energies kind of control the changes in the nature, same three energies work in our body for our health or for our disease. So Ayurveda is directly related to the nature. It's our mother nature. And Mother Nature can be the great teacher, and it will teach us a lot. So Ayurvedic definition of health is not only absence of disease, but it is more in depth and all the three levels. So three energies. So energies in the nature, they have to be in balance. We have to have optimum digestion, because remember, when we eat food, we drink water, we breathe in air, we take in impressions about the surrounding and all that. So they need to be digested, and unless we have optimum digestion, body doesn't function well. And in my practice, majority of the time people have digestive issues, and that's why then they get some heart issues or skin issues or arthritis or something. So our digestion is central to all our health. It's very important. Then the regular and complete elimination, because in the process of digestion, some waste is produced, and unless body gets rid of all that waste at periodic, at intervals, body will become a toxic dump. And many of the people will experience that when they are constipated, how they feel gas and bloating, and they may get heartburn, they may get headaches and all. Or people whose kidneys are not functioning, especially if they have diabetes and it is uncontrolled. Then people who are on dialysis, they become feel so toxic before they go for dialysis and all. So it is very important that our elimination has to be also complete and regular. Then strong tissues. We have the muscle and blood and bones and our immune cells and nerve cells and all that. So all the systems have to function well. We have to have the strong tissues on the body. At the deeper level now, we have to have sharp senses. Think about that. If we won't be able to hear well, or if we have some vision problems, if we do not taste food well and all, if the senses are not sharp enough, we will not get enough information from our senses. And that is also the big problem. We experience it day to day. Then we have to have very peaceful and very clear mind and content soul. So you can see the Ayurvedic definition is balanced energies, optimum digestion, regular elimination, strong tissues, sharp senses, peaceful mind. All these things, when you have it, you are completely healthy. And funny thing is, all these things, we have a control over it. And that's why our health is in our hands. our health or our life has two aspects. One is health and one is disease. And your doctor will take care of all the disease conditions. But we can take care of our true health. And if we follow some of these concepts or tips we are going to talk about, you will really see the simple things but take you long way. So in the nature is always changing. We have different seasons. And one unchanging reality about our life is the change. Because nature is constantly changing. Day is different than afternoon, than evening. Even during different seasons, we get different weather pattern. So 1 minute, let me just move this to the side so you will be able to see. So late winter and spring, what happens? It rains a lot, snows a lot. So there is more water element or moisture or humidity. So this is one energy we call water energy. Second, during summertime, what happens? Temperature rises. So the heat or the fire element becomes predominant. That is during summertime. And in fall, winter, what happens? Weather becomes very windy. Everything starts falling down. The trees become very dry and all. So as the nature changes, the same energies also when they go up and down, and if they go imbalanced, then that causes the disease. But remember, these qualities are also very important. Like water is always heavy, cold, and moist, and heat or the fire element is hot, light, and moist, and the wind energy is dry, cold, and light. Suppose you stand in the windy weather, your skin will become dry, you will start feeling like it is itching, you will feel very cold, you will feel very lightheaded and all. So it's Ayurveda is not about counting calories and all that. Ayurveda is about maintaining the balance of these qualities. For example, my qualities, I am an Ayurvedic doctor. That's why I'm giving you the presentation. All of you were employees of American Airlines because you had the qualities which American Airlines was looking for. So this quality,
DFW Airport. DFW
yes,
Airport.
yeah, okay. So all these qualities are very, very important, and we'll talk about how to create the balance of these energies. Because Ayurvedically, balanced energies is health and imbalanced energies is the disease. And we see that water energy, when it is in balance, it is kind of, 70% of our body is water element. So everything is flowing in the body. When it is balanced, all the systems are functioning well. But suppose if there it rains a lot, there is a lot of kind of rain, everything is flooding and all, that will cause the problem. Same way in the body, if the water becomes excessive, that will cause you problem, giving you allergies, weight gain, water retention, swelling in the body, joint swollen, and all that. So we always have to maintain the balance of these energies. So Ayurvedically, this water, fire or heat, and the wind are the foundation of Ayurveda. When we take care of health or disease, we always try to maintain the balance of these three energies. And not with the medicine, but mainly with the diet and lifestyle. Because that most of the time, the cause of the problem is in the diet and lifestyle. And unless you take care of that, you will never see the disease is completely cured. And we know that medicines don't solve all the problems. But along with it, if you follow these guidelines, then definitely you will see you be in perfect health. So as I said, Ayurveda is the science of nature. Then same universal principle we are going to apply to create the balance in the body. And like increase like and opposite balance each other is the simple concept. And we know if we have cold and if we drink ice cold water, cold will get worse. But if you drink warm water, you will start feeling better. And I'm not seeing all of you, but definitely you must be wearing the sweater or the jacket or something warm. Why? Because the weather is cold. So you want to create the balance in your body by wearing something warm. And this is our inborn intelligence. Nobody teaches us that because this is the universal phenomenon. Look at this sign also, yin and yang. They are balancing each other. So these sets of two opposing qualities, they complement each other or they balance each other. Very simple concept, but take you long way. And they become the treatment for each other. This is very, very important. So every time we don't need the medicine, but if we do this balancing act with the food, with our lifestyle, then you can prevent most of the health issues and you can create the balance in the body. So let's talk a little bit about this cold and hot. Cold and hot, they are opposite. What happens if this cold quality increases in the body? Our hands and feet will become very numb. Why? Because body is very sensitive, and because of the cold, the blood vessels and the capillaries, they shrink, and the cells do not get enough blood supply, they do not get enough nutrients, the waste is not removed. So we see the numbness, we see the tingling, we see pins and needles and all happening to our fingers, toes, and all that. Same thing with the circulation problem. If you have too much coldness in the body, it will cause you cold. And this right now happening to thousands of people. Everybody is catching cold because the weather is cold outside. It is raining. It snowed few days ago and all that. It will cause the allergies, mucus, congestion. Look at these people constantly blowing nose. Look at these lungs, all these lung passages, your bronchi, bronchioles, and all are shrunk because of the temperature, and then we get all the respiratory problems. So that when cold increases, it also weakens our digestion, and this is the biggest problem. Think about our digestive enzymes is like a fire in our system, and we constantly pour cold water, cold foods, everything cold on it, and then that fire gets put off. Then it doesn't digest food well, it creates toxins in the body, and wherever those toxins flow in the body, they cause the disease. So it is very important that we keep this digestion optimum, and for that we should not be using a lot of cold things. More aches and pains, that also happens because of the cells are not getting enough blood circulation, and then it causes aches and pains and swelling or dryness in the body. So cold can cause many of our health issues. Then what can you do? Hot is the treatment for cold. That's what we said. Doing opposite, like increase like, and opposite balance each other. So when the weather is cold, we need to keep our body warm inside out. That inside word is very, very important, because we always change our clothes according to the season. We wear jacket, we wear scarf, we wear a cap or the hat, we wear socks, gloves, and all that. But what goes inside makes all the difference. And what goes inside is always the cold foods, salads, because we don't change the qualities in our food. We always think about calories, but think about the qualities. Like increase like. When the season is cold, and if you are going to drink everything cold, that will worsen your increase your cold and will cause the problem. So I go here in Coppell Senior Center and I play bridge, and I see everybody is drinking water, and that their glass is full of ice and there is water in between, or the soda or the iced tea, everything is so cold, and then that causes the problem. So what we should do is favor warm food. This is the first tip. When the season is cold, do opposite. Favor the warm foods, hot cereals, soups. You can make a big pot of stew with some grains and some vegetables, some beans, some meat, chicken, fish, turkey, whatever. And you can have a big bowl of that for your lunch and dinner. So make sure that your food is warm during cold season. And we just follow that only with the clothes, but you have to follow that with your food and lifestyle, because that makes more difference. Limit cold drinks, ice water, cold sodas, cold juices, iced tea. All this is going to increase your cold and make your problem worse. Then favor warm drinks, warm water. If you just don't like the taste of it, you can kind of add squeeze lemon in that. You can add mint leaves. You can add ginger, fresh ginger or ginger powder in it. grocery stores are full of all these spicy herbal teas and all. You can make use of all those herbal teas, but make sure you use something for food or drinks as a warm thing to balance the cold, and that will make a lot of difference. Then cover your ears with the ear muffs. Especially during cold season, we catch cold very easily. So this cold air gushes in through our ears, and inside all our eyes and ears and nose, everything is connected. So if you try to cover your earmuffs with the ears with the earmuff, that will also help you to prevent the getting too much cold in your system. Wear dark color clothes. You can see how in depth Ayurveda goes, because the dark color clothes absorb heat. The red color, the green, dark green color, the black color, dark blue color, they absorb heat. So it is very important that naturally also that will keep your body warm by wearing darker clothes. Do the warming breathing exercises. Again, we always breathe, and that is our autonomic system. We don't have control. But breathing is the only autonomic thing that we have a control over it. And let me give you the secret here. Our right side of the body is very heating. Our left side of the body is cooling. So if you want to warm your body, close your left nostril and breathe in and out through only right nostril. So these are here, I'm giving you some tips, diet and lifestyle wise, what you can do to experience all these, to keep your body warm. And it's exactly reverse. During summertime, the season is very hot. Then that time you can eat cereal and cold milk. That time you can drink little cooler water, but I will always tell you to stay away from ice, because ice really weakens all your systems. So something cooling you can do, you can have a scoop of ice cream because the weather is hot. So here I am trying giving you the examples of how cold and hot balances each other. So here, to keep your body warm, I told you to breathe in and out through right nostril for few minutes, not all the time, but for like 5 minutes or so. So if you want to cool your body down, close your right nostril and breathe in and out through your left nostril. The simple tricks. There are also some warming, breathing, different exercises and all, but that's not the topic of today's discussion. So, but I just wanted to give you the glimpses of how we can create the balance in the system. Then second quality, dry and moist. We all know that during fall season, everything dries out, and we also feel our face becomes, our body becomes very dry and itchy. The face becomes dry, our hair become dry. Lot of people have dry mouth problem, and they don't have enough saliva, and they don't notice the taste of the food. Their oral health is not that good because of the dry mouth and all. Sometimes people have dry eye issues because of many health issues, or because of medicines, or because of the season and all. So this dry quality aggravates in the body. Then for digestion, what happens? It makes you feel constipated, gas, bloating, you may feel chest pain, you may get headache and all that too. Joints also will become dry. So you can see when the qualities aggravate in the body, we start having all these health issues. So, but when you do the balancing act, all these issues will get better, and you will feel so much better, and you will feel in balance, and you can prevent most of the diseases. So moist become the treatment for dry. So how can you moisten your body from inside? Again, during fall season and our senior years, keep the body moist from inside out. Again, we do everything outside, but we don't do that from inside. So fall season, what you should do? Limit dry foods like a toast or chips or dry sandwiches, crackers, popcorn. Change with the season. That's the principle of Ayurveda, staying in tune with nature. So avoid these dry foods during fall season, because the season is very dry, and if you eat dry food, that will aggravate your dryness, causing more problem. I hope all of you are with me and it is making sense to you. favor moist foods. Like example, oatmeal. It is warm and moist and nourishing. So many times when people have this issue with the dryness, I always tell them, eat oatmeal for breakfast. And they question, Dr. Apte, is oatmeal going to change my life? And next month, the whole month they eat oatmeal because I tell them to. And they say, Dr. Apte, oatmeal changed my life. So the same expression, but now they have 1 month of experience with them and how good they feel. So during dry season, you have to eat oatmeal or cooked beans or steamed, sauteed, gravied food, chicken, fish, stir fry, pudding, something warm and nourishing to balance this dry quality. Then add more natural fats in the diet, that is natural oils like sesame oil, coconut oil, or peanut oil or something. But people use a lot of processed oils and that causes the problem. Or they use a lot of artificially hydrogenated fat like margarine and all. So they block the channels, increasing your cholesterol and all. But when you use these natural fats, your body functions better. There was a special edition of the Time magazine, and the cover it says "Eat butter," and inside there was an article about one cardiologist, and he said that we recommend to eat some amount of natural, good quality fat for the body to function better, even your heart. So we always say that fat is bad, but pure fat in some amount. I'm not saying high amount. I'm not telling you to eat fried food and all that. But these pure, adding some butter or ghee is clarified butter or pure natural oils and all, they lubricate our body inside. You know, like saliva. Saliva is lubricating your mouth. So you have oral health. You are easily swallow the food. You can taste all the different tastes. Your joints, there is a synovial fluid in your joints. If that becomes less, you will start having joint problem. The joints will crack and all if they become very dry. So it is important for the body to have the lubrication through all the systems. And for that, some amount of oil, butter, or ghee is very, very essential. Another thing is massage your whole body with warm sesame oil. And I will strongly recommend that many of you who have that dry, itchy skin and all, try to get this oil massage and you will be in the different world. You will sleep like a baby and you will feel even emotionally so calm and peaceful because it balances all these energies and you start feeling better and body is well lubricated. Then pour few drops of oil in both the ears. I told you in the cold weather, just cover your ears with the ear muffs. But when you get the oil massage and if you pour like 5 drops of that oil in your ears, you will also, your hearing will improve. And again, you will sleep very sound at night and that will also calm your mind down. And you may feel that 5 drops are going to clog your ears and all. It doesn't happen. Your ear canal just absorbs all those oils and it kind of makes it smooth. And that these oil drops really help you sleep sound at night. Do the oil pulling in the morning. And this oil pulling has become very, very popular. Like everybody talks about this oil pulling and people who do it, they benefit from it. And what is oil pulling is you take 1 tablespoon of sesame oil and swish that in your mouth for good like 5-10 minutes. So that kind of strengthens your gums and heals your the oral cavity if you have any issues with that. It will clear your vision. It will clear your throat. It will make your teeth strong and all. There are so many benefits of all these lubricating different parts of the body. And this oil pulling is one of them. Very, very important.
So is that just in the fall?
If you can do that like whole year, but especially during fall, you do it because during fall our body tends to become dry. So if you do it twice a week or so, you will benefit from it a lot.
So it has to be sesame oil or can it be olive
Yes.
oil?
You will, on the internet, if you see, they talk about coconut oil, but I strongly recommend sesame oil because sesame oil is rich in calcium. And our teeth, our nails, our hair are part of the bone, which is strong in calcium. And that's why sesame oil works better. So use sesame oil for oil pulling, use warm sesame oil for body massage, putting in your ears and all. Sesame
So-
oil is the best.
So it needs to be non-hydrogenated though, right?
Yes,
Natural.
it is when you have the pure sesame oil, it's not hydrogenated.
So where do you get that?
On Amazon, you will get organic sesame oil and it is good quality. I use that in my office quite often. Okay. So opposite to this, like if the body is too moist, if you have a lot of congestion, you have cold, you have your lungs are congested because of too much phlegm, you get congested headache and all, then you want to dry your body. And that time you do exactly opposite. That means if you start eating a toast, or if you add more spices in your food like ginger or garlic or cinnamon and all, because spices have more warming effect, the drying effect on the body. So we are constantly trying to do this balancing act. Whichever quality is more, we balance it with the opposite quality. That is kind of the uh, um, tip of this season. Again, I just want to give you a few more tips about diet and lifestyle. So all the food groups are essential. These days we talk eating so much protein, protein and protein. But if you eat carbs, which are not processed, not like all-purpose flour, but if you eat the whole grains like rice or quinoa or millet or sorghum or anything, they are the first line of our energy. The first line of body needs the energy, and carbs are the first to provide energy in the body. Another good thing about carb is they make you feel satiated, that you feel full. You don't feel hungry more often if you eat some kind of whole grains in your diet. We all know the protein is also essential. I just a minute ago I told you that good for quality of fat is also important. And many vegetables have phytochemicals which help us against chronic diseases, cancers, and all that. So you have to incorporate some vegetables and in your diet. And we most of us eat different fruits, but I would recommend eat seasonal fruit because eating seasonal is very important. Like watermelon, cantaloupe, those are summery fruits because they're cooling the body. Mother Nature produces all to create the balance. But we end up eating the same watermelon during Christmas party and cold increase cold. So that is not good idea that time. So eating seasonal fruits and vegetables is very, very important. And nuts are good because nuts have a lot of oil. So especially during fall season, and if your body is becoming dry, I would recommend you to eat the nuts. Then eat only 3 meals a day and zip your lips in between. This is my motto for any digestive issues. Stop munching because we munch a lot every in between our breakfast and lunch. Maybe we have cheese and crackers, or we have just a piece of something. In the afternoon, again, we have a piece of cake or cookies or candies. So constantly we are munching, and that causes the problem. Because do you know, when we eat anything, it takes 5 to 6 hours to digest that food. Anything you eat in between, it is not digested. It becomes toxin, and that causes the problem. So I recommend to eat 3 meals a day mainly. Is make lunch as a main meal, eat light breakfast and light dinner. And in between, if you feel hungry, you can just have a fruit. Or at night, you can have a cup of milk or something. But stop eating junk food that causes the problem. And even if you eat organic junk, but still it is a junk, and that munching causes indigestion, and that causes many of the diseases. So I would recommend just let 5 6 hours go in between your eating. Fast 1 day a week. If you are looking at new research, and fasting has become in the forefront. fasting is helping people to lose weight, like 10, 15, 20 pounds people lose in 6 months or so. It is bringing your blood sugar down. It is helping for your blood pressure. It is even, they're saying that cancer also is a metabolic disease, and even fasting is also helping in kind of getting along with other treatments, but fasting is also helping for cancers, neurological diseases and all. So it is very important. And depending on your digestive power, you can just completely fast, or you can just eat fruit, or just you eat one meal per day or something. Based on your digestive power, you can change. There are different ways of fasting, but I would strongly recommend that at least fast one day a week, or at least eat 2 or 3 meals, and that is also fasting for many people. And eating this seasonal and local, so important. In India, we always ate mangoes during April, May time, because that was the mango harvest. But here we eat mangoes throughout the year, because the produce and fruits come from all over the world, not necessarily the season. But if you eat the fruits and vegetables, they are not in season, they will cause the issues. But look at the mother nature. Exactly during fall, we get all the root vegetables, or all the squashes and pumpkins and all, because they are very grounding to you. And during fall season, we feel very light. So all these vegetables, seasonal vegetables, will ground you well. If you want to eat more salads and cooling foods during summertime, you can do that. And during springtime, you can just spice up your life. You can eat lighter foods, but spices, just add little ginger, garlic, cinnamon, chilies, and all, and create that as a seasonal food. And local also is important, because whatever environment we are exposed to, and if our vegetables and fruits are exposed to the same thing, then they are more balancing and more easily digestible for our system. So eating seasonal and local also is very, very important. And drink 6 to 8 glasses of water. And I will strongly recommend, don't drink ice cold water, drink room temperature. And in cold season, definitely drink warm water. But water is essential. Our body, 70% is water. Every day we lose at least 1 liter of water, 4 cups of water through urination. Then we lose something through the sweats and all that. So we need to replenish that water. So 6 to 8 glasses of water minimum. And I will strongly recommend you drink 1 glass right after waking up. That will flush your system, that will cleanse your system. And then drink 1 glass 1 hour after your breakfast, 1 hour after lunch, 1 hour after dinner, and one in the night. So those are like 5, 6 glasses. If you're exercising more, then I would recommend have 2 more glasses of water. Here I have shown you that copper pot, because copper, that ionization, it ionizes that water. If you keep water in the copper pot for a night, then that is good, and it takes care of lot of inflammation in your body. So that water feels so good. So this, I told you all about the diet tips I wanted to give you. And here are some lifestyle tips. Exercise every day. Exercise just kind of detoxes your body. It brings warmth in the body. It opens up all the channels. And you can have variety of exercise. But walking, they call, is the king of exercise. You don't need any equipment. You don't need anything. When the weather is good, just have 1 or 2 friends and just go for a walk, brisk walk. Walk at least for 30, 40 minutes. That will be good exercise. Sometimes you can do aerobic, sometimes you can do Zumba, sometimes you can do yoga. Have variety of things, so it will be interesting. You won't get bored. Then do meditation and pranayam. That meditation is for your mind. As we exercise for the body, meditation is good to calm your mind down, and then your mind controls your body. So it is very important that you have that very calm and clear mind. And pranayama is different breathing exercises. So that conscious breathing even can lower your heart rate. It can lower your blood pressure. If you check your blood pressure, I will recommend you 5 minutes, just sit down, close your eyes, and pay attention to your breath. and then check your blood pressure. It will come 10 points below your normal range. So that it's that effective and beneficial. Then take short naps when you feel tired. This is kind of listening to our body. When we feel tired, and short nap is only like 20 minutes or 30 minutes, but there has been a lot of research done on short naps, and it is very beneficial for the body and for our mind. So do that, 1 or 2 naps, especially one afternoon nap is very beneficial. Then join the play groups. Don't stay home alone. When you're retired, I will strongly recommend that join different play groups. Many cities have senior centers. Go there and get into some activities. Join some hobby classes, because when we were working, we never got time to do whatever we wanted to do. Maybe dancing class, pottery class, music class, painting class, whatever is your passion, whatever you love to do, join those classes. But it's important to be around the people, because it is also for your mind. It's not only the body, but when you are doing these group activities, that also helps you to be more happy and more energetic. Do some volunteer work as a selfless service. We did everything to get money and all, but now is the time to give back to the society. So do some volunteer work, maybe a couple of hours or 2 days in a week or so, but do this selfless service. And when you see the smile on people's face and all who are actually very needy, and that gives you more than any monetary gains and all. And it also creates good karma for you. So doing this volunteer work is very, very rewarding, and it gives you the good feeling also. So I told you about the diet and lifestyle and all that. So here in the nutshell, what we have to do is, your health depends more on what you do, diet and lifestyle wise. And here I told you, like increase like, opposite balance each other, because that's what exactly we want to do. Take a hint from your clothes you wear every season, and change your diet and lifestyle accordingly. Don't only change the clothes, but also change your diet and lifestyle, because what goes inside shows outside. Stay in tune with Mother Nature. Ayurveda will help you prevent these health issues if you do this balancing act. And we always say that an ounce of prevention is worth the pound of cure. So they follow these Ayurvedic tips. So after all, what do? We don't get older because you don't stop playing because we get old, but we get old because we stop playing. So keep on playing and enjoying life. Okay, that was my presentation. So I'll stop it and see if you like it, it makes sense to you, or if you have any questions or suggestions.
Wow, that
Thank
was, I really always enjoy your sessions, Dr. Apte, but I would like to hear from others.
Yeah.
Do you have a handout?
Yes, I can send my presentation with you guys if you want to.
That was
And I
very,
forgot to show you one thing. 1 minute, let me just give my information to you. I always
so you're no longer in practice? I called your
yes.
office.
Yes, 1 minute. Let me just give you my this is my office address and my phone number. I always forget for some reason.
And yeah,
You
I
can
can
take a
share that
picture of this,
information.
or you write down my phone number.
I can share that information with
Yeah.
my
Okay.
presentation. And then you can,
Sounds good.
once you
Sounds
send
good.
that presentation, I will share it with our retiree
Yeah.
community.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
any question, any comment, any suggestion?
I just want to say thank you. We appreciate your time. It was a very good and very informative and very
Thank you.
practical. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Linda.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we have
Yes.
something in the chat. The Sunflower Shoppe is the great place to buy these oils and foods. Okay. All these resources are very helpful for everybody, because their question is where to find those kind of things. So
Mhm.
you can do that. Then great presentation. Thank you so much for your time.
So,
I enjoyed the concept. It all makes sense, and I have learned that we must be productive, proactive about our health because no one else will. It is very true. Our
that's very
health
true.
is in our hands, and what we do for that makes all the difference.
So
Right.
you recommend, you said in your slide, you said the eating warm foods in the fall and the winter and for
Yeah, fall,
seniors.
winter, and spring season also.
And you said for seniors.
Especially during senior years, I told you about those three energies: water energy, fire energy, and the wind energy. So our life cycle goes that we are more into wind energy in our old age. And that's where everything start drying out. And that's what using more oils, lubricating foods and warm foods and all are very beneficial. And do you know, in the rest of the world, nobody takes so much ice like we do it here. And that causes the problem. And that causes
Oh.
mainly the indigestion, and our digestive system is the center of the whole body, all the systems, including our cardiac health and brain health and all that. So if you take care of your digestion, you will stay disease free and you can control many of those things.
So you said warm drinks. You didn't really specify teas. I've
That's what I
always,
mentioned is warm drinks, that is warm water. You can flavor it with anything you want, or you can drink different herbal teas. Or if you want to drink the juice, then just microwave it for 10-15 seconds and you can drink that. Just take the chill out from it.
okay.
Because in our stomach, the digestive enzymes is like a fire. And when we pour everything cold on it, that fire gets put off and it doesn't digest. Even if you eat simple foods, it will not digest it. And then it causes toxins because food ferments in the stomach. It causes gas and bloating and all. And that fermented foods are circulating in the body and it kind of, it clogs the channels. And wherever it clogs the channels, we get the disease, we get the health issue. And that's what keeping the digestion optimum is very, very important.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Joanne, you put that comment that your mom never used to let you put the ice in the drinks. See how what a normal common sense and healthy
Exactly.
approach she had already in her
And do
mind.
you know,
But
I gave you so many tips, and I don't want you to follow everything because that may not be possible because we are victim of our habits. But you can start with one or two and experience that for a month or two, and you will feel, so you will start feeling the change. And then that will encourage you to add few more. Because if you change everything, I am sure in 1 week you are going to leave all those things and you will go back to your original lifestyle. But if you incorporate one or two things, slow but sure, you have to be persistent. You have to continue doing it, and you will definitely start seeing the results.
that's a good advice as well, Dr.
Yeah,
Apte, because sometimes it feels overwhelming to
overwhelming,
have.
exactly.
So maybe prioritize out of this. I think simple most is like the you said as seasonal, right?
Yes, eat
Seasonal,
seasonal
you know, eat
and
seasonal, having
cut down
warm
on
things
ice, cut down on
and cut
ice,
down on ice.
ice.
Yeah, and yeah,
Yeah,
having warm things and cut down on
exactly.
ice and just
Yeah.
be yeah.
And we feel good, and we always change the clothes according to season. We like to shop every season and we do it seasonal clothes, but we don't change the qualities in our food, what goes
Mhm.
inside. But what goes inside shows outside.
Mhm.
So when you do
Doctor,
it, you will see the difference.
you mentioned fasting once a week. Is that like for 24 hours or just 8
That,
hours?
yes, that depends on, it's very difficult for me to say because every individual is different. So based on your digestion, if your digestion is very strong, it is very difficult for you to fast completely for the whole day.
Yeah.
Then you can eat only 2 meals. If you
Mhm.
can sustain 2 meals, then you can eat only 1 meal during your fasting day.
Mm.
If you cannot do that, then you can just eat fruits and fast. Any which way, depending on your digestive power, it changes. And that's the beauty about Ayurveda. Ayurveda is not one size fits all. Ayurveda helps one person at a time, because everybody is so different. And that's what
Right.
different diet, different qualities, everything makes the difference, because that three energies, water, fire, and wind, a proportion of that is different in each individual. And that's what we have to create the balance.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
but general things, if you go seasonal, if you change the foods according to the season, that will do you good, definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, that's really
Okay.
great. Yeah. Any other questions? Everybody?
And if you have any question, yeah, no question is
Please.
thing. Your question will help other people also.
Yeah. That is good. But I think, yeah, that was a really great presentation, Dr.
Okay. Chalo.
Really, thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank
And
you
I
very
think,
much for attending. I know
Yes.
many people were kind of, there was confusion, but maybe
hopefully,
send them the recording so they will have it. Okay.
okay. And then
So thank
presentation.
you
Yep.
and good
Thank
night to all
you.
of you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.